So today we shall discuss about the electromagnetic radiation. So what are the electromagnetic radiations? So gamma ray, X-ray, ultraviolet radiation, visible radiation, microwave, radio wave, these are all collectively known as what? Electromagnetic radiation. सो मोबाइल फोन में हम लोग बात करता है बाय विद द हेल्प ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक रेडिएशन. सो हाउ इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक रेडिएशन इज प्रोड्यूस्ड? जेम्स मैक्सवेल suggested that when a charged particle moves under acceleration, then that charged particle produces electric and magnetic field, and that electric and magnetic field produced by a charged particle transmitted from one place to another place just like a wave. Therefore, they are known as electromagnetic waves or electromagnetic radiation. So, James Maxwell suggested that जब एक charged particle accelerate किया जाता है, move किया जाता है under acceleration. Acceleration means rate of change of velocity. जब एक charged particle को accelerate किया जाता है, जब एक चार्ज पार्टिकल को मूव किया जाता है अंडर एक्सीलरेशन, चार्ज पार्टिकल इलेक्ट्रिक एंड मैग्नेटिक फील्ड प्रोड्यूस करता है, एंड दैट इलेक्ट्रिक एंड मैग्नेटिक फील्ड ट्रैवल्स फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू अनदर प्लेस जस्ट लाइक ए वेव्स. देयरफॉर दैट इलेक्ट्रिक एंड मैग्नेटिक फील्ड प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय ए चार्ज पार्टिकल इज कॉल्ड electromagnetic waves or electromagnetic radiation. So electromagnetic radiation produce करेगा एक charged particle. कब produce कर पाएगा? जब charged particle को move किया जाएगा under acceleration. So electromagnetic radiations consist of then how many field? Two fields, electric field and magnetic field. Electromagnetic radiation consists of how many field? Two field, electric and magnetic field. That electric and magnetic field of an electromagnetic radiation oscillating or vibrating perpendicular to each other in the direction of propagation of radiation. Suppose radiation x direction में travel करेगा. We know that x, y, z, all these three axes perpendicular to each other. Suppose electromagnetic radiation travel कर रहा है in the x direction. Electromagnetic radiation suppose travel in x direction. Then electric and magnetic field are oscillating perpendicular to each other in the direction of y and z direction. Suppose this is the x direction, this is the direction of propagation of radiation. Suppose this is the y direction and this is the z direction. Suppose this is the direction of propagation of radiation. हम लोग कंसीडर कर रहे हैं x डायरेक्शन में रेडिएशन प्रोपागेट हो रहा है, मूव कर रहा है फ्रॉम वन प्लेस टू द अनदर प्लेस, एंड देन रेडिएशन कंसिस्ट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिक एंड मैग्नेटिक फील्ड. सपोज इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इज वाइब्रेटिंग और ऑसिलेटिंग अलोंग द z डायरेक्शन एंड इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इज वाइब्रेटिंग अलोंग द y डायरेक्शन. So electric and magnetic field oscillating perpendicular to each other in the direction of propagation of the radiation. So then electromagnetic radiation consists of how many field? Two field, electric and magnetic field. Then electromagnetic radiation do not require any medium to travel from one place to another place. इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक रेडिएशन one place से another place में travel करने के लिए do not require any medium. So electromagnetic radiation travel in vacuum, क्योंकि electromagnetic radiation travel करने के लिए कुछ भी medium जरूरी नहीं है. And electromagnetic radiation travel from one place to another place just like a wave. So electromagnetic radiation is also known as electromagnetic wave. Electromagnetic radiations have dual character. Dual character means double character. What are the dual characters of electromagnetic radiation? Wave as well as particle character. So electromagnetic radiations have dual character, wave as well as particle character. That means electromagnetic radiation travel from one place to another place just like a wave, and electromagnetic radiation consists of particles. So light is an electromagnetic radiation. So light also consists of particle. So particles of light are known as what? Photon. So electromagnetic radiation then have dual character. Dual character means double character, wave as well as particle character. So electromagnetic radiation consists of how many field? Two field, electric and magnetic field. They are oscillating perpendicular to each other in the direction of propagation of radiation. So electromagnetic radiation do not require any medium to travel. They travel in vacuum. So there are different type of electromagnetic radiation, जैसे कि gamma ray, X-ray, ultraviolet radiation, visible radiation, infrared, radio wave, like that. So many type of electromagnetic radiation. So one type of electromagnetic radiation separated from another type of electromagnetic radiation by the wavelength, frequency, amplitude, wave number denoted by nu bar, wavelength denoted by the lambda, frequency is denoted by nu, amplitude is denoted by A. So different electromagnetic radiations have different wavelength, different frequency, different amplitude and different wave number. So electromagnetic radiation travels just like a wave from one place to the another place, like this. These peaks are known as crest. पीक को बोला जाता है crest, और डेप्थ को बोला जाता है वेव का डेप्थ. दिस इज द डेप्थ ऑफ द वेव. इसको बोला जाता है थ्रॉट बोला जाता है. So distance between the two adjacent crest or distance between the two adjacent throat are known as what? Wavelength. So distance between the two adjacent crest. This is also a crest. This is a throat. This is also another throat. दो adjacent throat और दो adjacent crest का बीच में जो distance होता है, that distance is known as what? Wavelength. And what is the frequency? Frequency is the number of wavelength passed through a particular point in 1 second. 1 second टाइम में particular एक point का बीच से जितना wavelength पास होता है, that is known as what? Frequency. So frequency is the number of wavelength passed through a particular point in 1 second. So unit of frequency is per second. SI unit of frequency is what? Per second. SI unit of frequency is per second, also known as hertz. Per second or hertz is the SI unit of frequency. So what is the frequency? Frequency is the number of wavelength passed through a particular point in 1 second. And what is the amplitude? Amplitude is the height of a crest or depth of a drop is known as what? Amplitude. So amplitude A is the height of a crest or depth of a drop is called amplitude. And what is the wave number? Wave number is the reciprocal of wavelength. Wave number nu bar is reciprocal or inverse of wavelength. So this is the relation to find out wave number. So wave number find out करने के लिए for a particular radiation, first of all हम लोग radiation का wavelength find out करना पड़ेगा. So one electromagnetic radiation separated from another electromagnetic radiation by wavelength, frequency, amplitude and wave number. That means different electromagnetic radiations have different wavelength, frequency, amplitude and wave number. Now relations among the wavelength, frequency and velocity of electromagnetic radiation. Velocity of electromagnetic radiation C. Velocity of electromagnetic radiation also known as velocity of light. How many velocity of light? 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. This is the velocity of light. It is constant. Velocity of light, velocity of radiation, also known as velocity of light or speed of light, also known as speed of light. So how many speed of light? It is constant quantity, 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. C represents here velocity of electromagnetic radiation. Velocity of electromagnetic radiation also known as velocity of light or speed of light, and it is a constant quantity. How many value of velocity of light? 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Now there is a relation between among these three parameters. That relation is frequency nu equal to C by lambda. So this is the relation among these three quantities, or nu equal to C into nu bar. ऐसे भी लिख सकता है कि 1 by lambda equal to nu bar. Nu bar is the wave number. So nu equal to C by lambda. This is the relation among these three parameters. So electromagnetic radiations, different electromagnetic radiations have different different wavelength, frequency and velocity. Radiation is always constant. That is how many? 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So according to this relation, C is constant here. So frequency and wavelength inversely related. Inversely related मतलब जब one increase होगा, another decreases. If frequency increases, wavelength decreases. C is the constant here. So frequency of a radiation and wavelength of a radiation inversely related. That means if frequency increases, wavelength decreases. If wavelength increases, frequency decreases, so on. So now we are different electromagnetic radiation we can arrange in the increasing order of decreasing order of frequency and increasing order of wavelength. So gamma ray, gamma ray, gamma ray, X-ray, gamma ray, X-ray, ultraviolet radiation, shortly denoted by UV. इसके बाद visible radiation, infrared, microwave, microwave, radio wave. So like that we can arrange the different type of electromagnetic radiation. So from gamma ray to radio wave, frequency nu decreases, और जब frequency decrease होगा then wavelength increases. So for this different type of electromagnetic radiation, from gamma ray to radio wave, frequency decreases. When frequency decreases, wavelength increases. So different electromagnetic radiation को in the decreasing order of frequency and increasing order of wavelength में arrange करने से, that arrangement is known as electromagnetic spectrum. This arrangement is known as what? This arrangement is known as electromagnetic spectrum. So when different type of electromagnetic radiations, when arranged in the decreasing order of frequency and increasing order of wavelength, that arrangement is known as what? Electromagnetic spectrum. And you have to remember that in the visible spectrum, wavelength range from 400 nanometer to 750 nanometer. Wavelength, lambda, wavelength. 1 nanometer, remember it, 1 nanometer equal to 10 to the power minus 9 meter होता है. So in case of visible radiation, wavelength range 400 nanometer to how many nanometer? 750 nanometer. In visible radiation there are how many colors? 7 colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 400 nanometer में कौन सा कलर होता है? Violet. And 750 में कौन सा कलर होता है? Red. So here are how many color we observe in visible radiation? 7 color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. और सभी को collectively VIP 0 बुला जाता है. क्या बुला जाता है collectively? VIP 0. So from violet to red, wavelength from 400 nanometer to how many nanometer? 750 nanometer. So few problems are solved in your textbook. Few problems related to this relation mu equal to c by lambda solved in your textbook. Problem number 2.3, 2.4, 2.5 सभी प्रॉब्लम को देखना है फ्रॉम योर टेक्स्ट बुक. ये कभी का अंदर में ही है. सो प्रॉब्लम 2.5 इस टाइप का प्रॉब्लम है. दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम 2.5. कैलकुलेट द वेव नंबर denoted by nu bar and frequency of yellow radiation having wavelength 5800 angstrom. Angstrom also a unit of distance. So yellow light का wavelength दिया हुआ है 5800 angstrom. Then yellow light का हम लोग क्या फाइंड आउट करना है? वेव नंबर एंड फ्रीक्वेंसी फाइंड आउट करना है अकॉर्डिंग टू प्रॉब्लम नंबर 2.5. So in the question given wavelength lambda of the yellow light given how many? 5800 एंगस्ट्रॉम। क्योंकि हम लोग कैलकुलेशन को ऐसा यूनिट में करना है, डिस्टेंस का ऐसा यूनिट है मीटर, तो इसको मीटर में कन्वर्ट करो। 5800 एंगस्ट्रॉम, 1 एंगस्ट्रॉम इक्वल टू 10 टू द पावर माइनस 10 मीटर। 1 angstrom equal to how many meter? 10 to the power minus 10 meter. Since 1 angstrom equal to 10 to the power minus 10 meter. So ये जो नंबर है इसको साइंटिफिक नोटेशन में कन्वर्ट कर देने से डेसिमल पॉइंट यहाँ से यहाँ कर देना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि यहाँ डेसिमल पॉइंट है जो 5.8 into 10 to the power, डेसिमल पॉइंट लेफ्ट टू राइट टू लेफ्ट करने से 10 का पावर पॉजिटिव हो जाता है, 10 to the power 3 हो गया। 3 डिजिट हम लोग शिफ्टिंग किया, लेफ्ट टू राइट टू लेफ्ट किया, इसलिए 10 का एक्सपोनेंट पॉजिटिव इनटू 10 टू द पावर माइनस 10 मीटर। देन फाइनली 5.8 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter। minus 10 plus 3 equal to minus 7। so lambda equal to how many given in the equation? 5.8 into 10 to the power minus 7 meter। so according to equation find out करना है first of all वेव नंबर फाइंड आउट करना है। वेव नंबर न्यू बार फाइंड आउट करने के लिए रिलेशन है, दिस इज रेसिप्रोकल ऑफ वेवलेंथ। देन वेवलेंथ हाउ मेनी? 5.8 into 10 to the power minus 7, 10 to the power minus 7 मीटर, और मीटर ऊपर जाके क्या हो जाएगा? पर मीटर में निकल जाएगा। और इसको कैलकुलेशन करने से ये आंसर आएगा 1.726 into 10 to the power 6 पर 10 to the power 6 पर मीटर निकलेगा। सो कैलकुलेट करके देखना है। देन नेक्स्ट अकॉर्डिंग टू क्वेश्चन वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट फ्रीक्वेंसी। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन में फ्रीक्वेंसी फाइंड आउट करोगे। सो फ्रीक्वेंसी फाइंड आउट करने के लिए रिलेशन है, गिव फ्रीक्वेंसी वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट। तो फ्रीक्वेंसी न्यू कैलकुलेट करने के लिए रिलेशन है c बाय लैम्डा। तो c इज वेलोसिटी ऑफ लाइट 3 into 10 to the power 8 मीटर पर सेकेंड। वेव लेंथ इक्वल टू हाउ मेनी? 5.8 into 10 to the power minus 7 मीटर कैंसिल हो जाएगा। देन ये हो जाएगा पर सेकेंड में निकल जाएगा। देन आफ्टर द कैलकुलेशन यू हैव दिस इज 5.172 into 10 to the power 14 per second। दिस इज द आंसर, दिस इज द फ्रीक्वेंसी। तो फ्रीक्वेंसी कौन सा यूनिट में निकला? पर सेकेंड, और हर्ट्ज is the SI unit of frequency। So this is the problem number how many? 2.5. It is also solved in your textbook। Similarly 2.3 and 2.4 also solved in your textbook। So textbook में देखना है कौन सा टॉपिक के अंदर में इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक रेडिएशन। So electromagnetic radiations have dual character, wave as well as particle character। So today we are discussing about the wave character of electromagnetic radiation। So in the next video we will discuss about the particle character of electromagnetic radiation। So thank you।